So this has been a busy week for film and TV trailers. Quite a lot of noteworthy ones, which we shall be covering in this video. So the first one is Hellboy.
The rebooted Hellboy franchise.
Yeah. Overall, there's quite a lot of action. It's far longer in terms of length than the previous one, and it elaborates.
The trailer is.
The second trailer elaborates much more than the first one, and we get to see more of a flavour of what Hellboy is like in terms of his character and his behaviour.
Yeah, the last one seemed to play towards the comedy. It was edited in more of a comedy kind of way, and people weren't too pleased, and me being one of them. I mean, I saw a few flourishes of fun in the original trailer, but this one definitely sets the scene a lot better to the way I hope the film is. You know, I hope the tone of the new trailer is closer to the tone of the film than the film being closer to the tone of the original trailer.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
Yes, no one else does, but yeah.
I also think that anyone watching the trailer could be forgiven with the amount of Ian McShane in it. You think, oh, there's
Lovejoy.
No, that's what it's the John Wick 3 trailer again.
It's a Lovejoy remake.
Or the John Wick 3 trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just trod all over that.
Lovejoy. It's just Lovejoy. I just want to say Lovejoy. No, yeah, you've got Ian McShane playing the professor.
Are you going to say her name again?
Whose name?
The actress.
Oh, you have Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, we go. We nailed it this time.
As Nimu, the Blood Queen. Nimu?
Oh God, I don't know.
It's, Nimu. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich.
Finding Nemo.
Mila. Yeah.
David Harbour or Arbor.
David Harbour. I think it's Harbour. Of Stranger Things fame.
Yeah, I was about to doubt whether or not it was called Stranger Things or whether it's called Strange Things.
I don't think he is much of a different Hellboy than Ron Perlman's.
No, I think
aesthetically a little bit because he's got longer hair and looks a bit more demonic.
I think the thing that probably a lot of people are going to be disappointed by is that there was such a big sense of anticipation for a third Guillermo del Toro Hellboy, and he himself actually was very keen on doing it. It was just the fact that no one was prepared to pick it up.
I still would like an animated sequel to finish off the trilogy eventually. That would be nice, but I doubt that's going to happen now.
Yeah. What kind of style of animation, though?
Oh, I don't know. Good animation. Good animation. But there's a fair amount of money that's been thrown at this. Not huge Marvel type money.
No.
But it doesn't quite look as cinematic as the original Hellboy movies.
No.
It looks a little bit more high budget TV comic book movie.
I was actually
or TV show.
I thought that it kind
and it's got Little Mo in it from EastEnders.
Yeah, no, Big Mo.
Big Mo. Which one was Little Mo?
Lil Mo's the one who isn't an old woman.
Isn't she Gary Oldman's sister?
Yeah.
Claim to fame. That and she was in EastEnders.
And she was her main acting roles that Noel by Mouth.
Noel
by Mouth.
Noel by Mouth. Is that like the life story of Noel Edmonds?
Or Nil by Mouth. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's basically if you go in for surgery, you're not allowed to eat.
Yeah, Nil by Mouth.
It is Nil by Mouth.
Yeah, when you say like Noel by Mouth,
I didn't say Noel, I said Nil by Mouth.
Is this some Noel Edmonds autobiographical film now?
Could be.
Who plays Mr. Blobby, though?
It could be a vision quest with Noel Edmonds. But no,
his crinkly bottom.
But the thing I wanted to add and suggest is that it kind of was very reminiscent of Van Helsing. It did have like action that didn't seem contemporary. The kind of tone of it. Don't get me wrong, it looks like a very fun popcorn film.
I do like the cover of Smoke on the Water that's playing over the trailer, though. You're going to say you don't, but...
No, not that I didn't. It didn't strike me as being very imaginative. It was very cookie cutter as in that concept. Like to do a slightly more edgier cover of a, middle of the road rock pop sort of song kind of thing.
Da, da, da. All right.
Yeah.
I think it shows promise. It shows some promise in there.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's. Would you say anyone's really excited, like thrilled to see it?
I'm half-mast excited.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, only half.
So, as you're leading through the gateway of trailers...
Oh, what's next? We have The Dark Phoenix, X-Men The Dark Phoenix, the third in the... Well, it's not even the third in the X-Men movie trilogy, is it? It's technically 9 or 10 or something.
No, it's the fourth within that particular set of actors kind of thing. Because you've got First Class, then you had the one where it's set during the Nixon era.
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past. And then you had
Apocalypse. And now you've got Dark Phoenix.
Yes.
I think it looks terrible.
I
don't like the look of it.
I'm not doing like that Ebert and Siskel kind of thing. Like you're saying, oh, it was great, and I'm going, oh, I was awful, and then vice versa. No, I think the Sophie Turner performance seems a bit stilted.
She's playing Phoenix, isn't she?
Yeah, she plays Phoenix.
I didn't even have the IMDb page on for that.
But with Mackle, we were trying to think of this the other... James McAvoy. Is that I enjoy his performance and intensity as Professor Xavier. I think that is the only real... saving grace.
I mean, Michael Fassbender as...
Oh, and him, yeah. Michael Fassbender. To be honest, I think...
him and McAvoy don't have the same kind of connection that Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart had in the original films.
It's because they're bezies in real life.
They are bezies in real life, yeah. Bless them. But they had a real good on-screen chemistry. I mean, the original X-Men films I thought were kind of trash, but... their chemistry in the films and their performances shone through anyway. But didn't they get the guy who wrote X-Men: The Last Stand is also wrote this one, but directed it as well. They're giving a guy who already ruined the storyline once another go round.
Yeah.
Why would any producer do that?
But also, what's crazy is when you see giving
him more control.
If you are familiar with the, I didn't actually see The Last Stand that recently, but it was definitely on like Film 4 or something, and I saw that point in which the actress who plays Jean Grey.
Famke Janssen.
That's it. Where Jean Grey becomes the Phoenix, and she's kind of in a suburban sort of neighborhood where she sort of like turns in. And then when you actually see the trailer, it's the same beat for beat bit in which
worries me no end.
And she's in a suburban neighborhood, and Xavier's watching from a distance, and it sort of mirrors the same scenes from the Last Stand. It's really weird.
Which worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we've also got that other X-Men film. What is it? The New Mutants.
Oh, yeah.
Where the trailer actually didn't look too bad, but we're not going to discuss that trailer because that was out long ago.
And also, there's been no further word about
I also worry about that. I worry about anything that's left that Fox made pre-Fox Disney merger that hasn't been released. They seem to be very tight-lipped, re-edit stuff for trailers, quite quickly, and keep getting a lot of hassle from the fans.
I think all of
I reckon they just don't release them, in the cinema and just shove them on Disney Plus.
Which ones now?
Both of them.
Okay.
Just release them. If they're crap, it doesn't matter. You're not spending all that money on advertising and throwing it out at the cinema for a theatrical release. It's not that much of a risk for Disney because at the end of the day, they didn't pay for them films to be made. No, just get rid of them or shove them straight to DVD.
But Disney are known for not minding about taking a hit because
they've got mad Disney money.
Yeah, because the whole with them pulling Daredevil and Punisher and all those.
Oh, they didn't pull them from Netflix. Netflix cancelled them.
Oh, was it?
It was Netflix apparently that cancelled them, not Disney.
Oh, right.
Because Netflix could still have made them because of their contract.
Oh, it could have. Oh, well,
But obviously Netflix didn't want to be paying
because I think it's
direct competitor.
It's paying $300 million. That was the value of that anyway. But no, I thought it was vice versa for a second. I thought it was Disney pulled out, and it's like
you never want Disney to pull out.
It's kind of like cut your nose to spite your face sort of thing.
But yeah, I don't have high hopes for this. If I watch it and it ends up being good, I'll be really surprised.
And the other thing as well, I think
we'll watch it because we've got to.
Yeah, and I think most fans are more excited about speeding up the process of introducing X-Men into
no one cares now.
into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
They want Marvel X-Men. They don't want.
Yeah, they're not that bothered
Fox
anymore. And also, a lot of the goodwill from that has been lost with how bad Apocalypse was.
It was terrible.
Apocalypse was so bad that
I
saw it in the cinema as well. And I was bored more than anything. I could feel, you know when you can tell when you're bored in the cinema is if you're aware of the seat that you're sitting on, kind of thing.
Oh, my ass is
yeah. It's just like, oh god, when's this going to end?
But I still worry about what they're going to do with Deadpool.
Yeah,
but they'd be very stupid to let Deadpool kind of die or reboot it with someone who's not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
I don't think the fans.
I mean, I'm hoping that at this present moment in time, Ryan Reynolds and Disney actually having a proper one-to-one chat, along with the other creative team about where they can take this Deadpool kind of thing.
I'm not looking forward to this film, but it could surprise us. I doubt it, but it could.
I mean, if someone did suggest going to see it in the cinema,
which will probably be me,
then I would say yes. I would 100% say yes. Other films that are kind of similar, I might have more questions about. Like Hellboy, I might rather wait until
for the YouTube. I would probably want to do a spoiler review on our YouTube. Obviously, I don't know in which format you're listening to this in. This could be within our weekly podcast.
Yes.
Or this could be on our YouTube.
In which case, if you're listening on YouTube, we have a podcast.
Yeah. If you're listening on our podcast, we have a YouTube.
Yes.
I don't know. We're hoping in the future on this YouTube channel or the YouTube channel in general to be covering more cult films and classics rather than the new batch, because I didn't like being banned, having videos banned on.
Well, what we can sort of do in future is that with the trailers, is that we do it as a kind of like we're doing with this video, it's a collection of trailer reviews rather than individualized trailer reviews kind of thing. Like maybe doing it fortnightly, something like that, or whenever there's a good batch of trailers, kind of thing.
Talking about trailers,
yes,
there is a trailer for Critters: The New Binge.
The new batch,
the new Binge, which is a TV series. Reboot, continuation, whatever, of the Critters franchise.
Yes, I have seen.
Is it going to be on Sci-Fi or is it Shudder?
Shudder,
which is like I've said before, is a good home for them.
I've watched Shudder a lot this week.
Because you found some great content.
I did. Do we get like free Shudder for this one? No, so it's a Shudder original or whatever they call it.
We'll do like that. Production. We'll do like that Mr. Sunday Movies thing. We'll enter into Australian accent. Well, this video is sponsored by Shudder.
That's terrible.
It was.
Hashtag don't do that again. But yeah, it looks like it's very low in budget, but looks like it could be quite fun. I think they're only supposed to be like 25-minute episodes.
Okay.
Could be good. I mean, do you have any feelings of Critters in general as a franchise?
Oh, you're asking me.
Yes.
Are you going to allow me to say it without jumping across with a joke about my face or something?
No, go for it. You're free to talk. You've got the talking stick.
I've got the talking stick. Okay. I have seen all 4 films, I believe. Is it 5?
I think it's 4.
It's 4. The one that I actually enjoyed the most, similar with the Hellraiser franchise, where I actually enjoyed the 3rd film as opposed to the 1st and the 2nd one.
The ones that everyone normally hates.
But I think from what I remember with Critters, I found the first one to be a bit too low budget didn't really.
I really enjoyed the first one.
I only by comparison to the other ones.
Is it the third one that's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it as a nipper?
Yeah, in which case, if I could be the second one that I might be referring to, because I'm sure the Leonardo DiCaprio one wasn't actually that good.
All right,
if I remember rightly. No, I think that is going to be interesting to watch. It's just a shame that the trailer that they've released is just so bad. There's just something about it.
It does reek of so bad it's good though territory. So I'm hoping it.
No, but it kind of like had the same like Sharknado level of effort put into that particular trailer for some reason. There was just something about it that it just didn't really resonate.
Because you're a miserable sod.
Oh, says you. Carl Pilkington over here. Yeah, no. What was your takeaway then? In that case,
My takeaway: cheeseburger and chips.
I landed straight into that.
Dun, dun. I think it showed promise. It is definitely low budget. It could turn out to be dreadful, but it also could turn out to be so dreadful it's entertaining.
I did like the guy with the eye patch as well.
Yeah, it looked interesting, and it had one or two funny moments. It was a very short trailer though.
Oh, and also as well, if I remember rightly, the actual Critters franchise does have a notable kind of theme tune music as well.
Yeah.
So maybe that will kind of feature in there, you know, maybe slower versions of the theme tune, heightened versions of the theme tune.
I mean, it could turn out like the Puppet Master remake, which is it's all right. It's all right to watch once. You'll never tell your mates about it or watch it ever again, mind you. But it happened, and it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing.
Will you have to admit it to your GP if he asks or something?
Gave me a rash for that.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. Definitely one to watch out for. I would look forward to seeing additional trailers.
Yes, yeah. Hopefully they put a little bit more effort into the trailer as well.